And so there's no guilt, shame, condemnation. It's identification, right? It's identification that we need to be able to see. And then yet we're pointing the finger at them, talking about the cup of demons they're drinking out of. But what are we drinking out of? If we're struggling with worry, doubt, and fear and control and manipulation, we're in the same mud they are. We just can't see it because we have a blindfold onto it because we haven't let go. As soon as you let go, you actually get to see God come through supernaturally in a way you've never seen. But you can't until you let go. We do, this is the natural, putting it down. The natural is putting it down. Then God can do the supernatural. But God can't do the supernatural if we don't do the natural. Right? Whew. Praise God. I feel light. Yes, good. Letting go is scary because you're used to holding things in your hands, right? You're used to holding things that make you feel heavy, but you've been holding things for so long that it's become normal. It's normal to hold on to unforgiveness. It's normal to hold on to this. It's normal to hold on to false responsibility. It's normal to hold on to the feeling of failing as a mom because it's my fault. Those are all lies. So as God asks us, come here, come spend time with me, daughter. Come spend time with me, son. I need you to give that to me. Let that go. Right? Let that go. You haven't failed. You haven't failed. Trust me. Right? And then we start putting things down. And as we put one thing down, we are not ready to put everything down at once because we would be almost like petrified. Because, oh my gosh, what happens is if we try to put everything down at one time, it's too light. It's too light. I'm not used to this. This is too light. I'm going to pick something else up. I'm going to pick up something else. I'm going to pick up false responsibility for something else. I'm going to pick up somebody else's guilt. I'm going to pick up somebody else because I don't know how to live free. We're not ready to let this go yet. Right? Now this one's fear. Right? Fear. Oh, Lord, fear. Fear was nasty. It took a while for me to let go of fear because I didn't realize how big fear can become in our minds. Fear is literally the size of a gnat. Spiritually, it's literally the size of a gnat. It inserts itself in your mind and then it gets you, it inserts. So now you have a lens of fear. So now you're walking in fear, you're talking in fear, you're acting in fear, you're planting in fear. So everything around you is fear-based. So we're not talking about how amazing God is because of what's happening in certain countries and how amazing God is because of what's happening in the school system and how amazing God is. No, it's, oh my gosh, did you see this? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Oh my gosh, I just lost this. Oh my gosh, I just lost that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And now we're having these fear campaigns everywhere. And now we're bowing a knee to fear. And now we are holding on to this cup. We are holding on to this fear for dear life because it's all we know. Right? And it literally, like, it feels like that. And so it's trusting God. It's one step at a time. God, I don't have anything to be afraid of. Guys, I'm not kidding. Speak every day. I am safe. I am safe in his embrace. The spirit of fear hates it. It can't live where you feel safe. Because what happens when you feel unsafe because you're afraid, you try to control things. So now we've partnered with control. That's where migraines, headaches, not sleeping at night, insomnia, sleepless nights, all this will come from that because we can't let go. We can't let go. So spirit of control then joins with manipulation. I'm trying to tell you, it's a whole thing. But he knows you're not ready to let these both go at the same time, right? He's faithful. He's sovereign. So now it's, okay, fear. What fear am I dealing with, right? You might be in a season where God is exposing to you what's coming out of your mouth. Is that faith? What are you speaking all the time? I'm so afraid. I don't, oh my my gosh, I don't want to step out of the house. What if somebody comes and kidnaps? What if somebody comes and bombs? What if somebody comes and I can't eat this? I can't drink this. I can't do this. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How is God getting the glory in that story? Paranoia is hanging out. Betrayal, mistrust. Now we don't feel safe to trust God. So if we don't feel safe to trust God, can God even come through? No, because we're holding on to fear. We're holding on to fear so tight, we can't even hold God's hand. We can't even hold God's hand because we feel so scared we have to do this. Right? And so fear is an illusion that brings confusion. It literally, it comes this way. And now you have an eyes of fear. And so I had to literally walk through, and I can send this, anybody who wants to just reach out to our ministry line. I have a fear of the mind prayer. That's super powerful. It's very long though. And he had me like, man, it was the craziest thing. He had me go in the middle of the night. I was in like a, I don't know what you call it. It's like a trailer park. I went away for a couple days, and he had me face my fears. And he woke me up in the middle of the night, and there's nobody outside. I was there by myself, and I wouldn't unlock the door. I was afraid to unlock the door. Like, Lord, what if there's somebody out there? What if there's right? And then all of a sudden I saw this like huge, like the size of, like I saw in the spirit, this spider and this snake, like all these things. And I'm like, Lord, I'm not leaving this bed. No. And he's like, I need you to trust me. This is all in your head. It's not real. But your fear has grown so much that you won't trust me. I need you to trust me. And so I went through, and he said, go find an image of a brain. So I found an image of a brain, and he had me literally go through and plead the blood of Jesus over every area and part of the brain. And I opened the door outside, and I was scared. I'm like, okay, God, I get it. I have to face it. I get it. I'm not trusting you. You're showing me I'm not trusting you. I can't say that I trust you and then not trust you. I can't be that way. So, okay, Lord. And I opened it, and all this stuff erased, and there was a horse and there was a hawk. And it was just the coolest thing, because God was just like, he was showing me it's all here. I need you to push through the fear of losing your spouse, the fear of losing finances, the fear of not having enough, the fear of not being enough. All of this is an illusion to create confusion, to get you to go like this. Because if you're holding on to fear, you're not drawing near God, you're holding on to fear. So you're going to feel paralyzed. You're going to be stuck. So now if we're holding on to fear, we're not moving. We're not going anywhere. We're staying stuck. So you might be in a season right now where God is showing you, you are stuck because you're too afraid to let the fear go. Trust that you're safe in my embrace. Know that you're safe in my embrace. You're in the palm of my hands where you're safe. How can you disappoint me when you're in the palm of my hands? You're my child. I love you. I'm teaching you. I'm guiding you. I'm directing you. But I need you to let go of that spirit of fear that you're holding hands with. And I need you to just come and embrace me. Right? And as we let go of that fear, guys, I'm trying to tell you, all the mind madness will go. All the mind madness that anybody's dealing with, it will literally dissolve. When you get rid of fear, you will see things differently. And then you will start attracting things that are not fearful, but are blessings and favor. You will attract blessings. You will attract things that look like the kingdom and no longer that fear.